We are officially into August 2024, and for today, we are going to be looking at the top 5 products that you want to consider buying this month. I decided to primarily focus on products that are not booster boxes. The majority of the products that we will be looking at today have been out for quite some time, with the exception of one product, and no, we will not be talking about Shrouded Fable today. We will save that for another day, a little bit later on this week, when we have a little bit more data so that we can look at how those cards, the prices, what are the top cards look like. But again, we will focus on that later on this week. Now let's kick it off with the first product that I would consider investing in, the RCs V Premium Collection Box. And no, I'm not talking about the Ultra Premium, just the regular Premium Collection Box. And we'll be looking at the Ultra Premium later on today as well, but this one first because it's an interesting one to look at. Over the last year, it's had about a 23% increase. So just over 1 year, as you can see the trend here, it's been going up slowly, and it's up 23% from about $60 to $76. It's actually a pretty good increase. And if we look at the pack lineup, by the way, this one comes with 10 booster packs. Now don't quote me on this, but if we look closely, it looks like this box has a Cosmic Eclipse pack in it. Now I can't remember if there was a Cosmic Eclipse or a couple of Sun and Moon era booster packs within these boxes, but I know Pokemon does do that where they make 2 or 3 different variations where they'll come out with a first release and they'll have a lineup of first few packs that will involve a mixture of Sun and Moon and Sword and Shield era cards, and then they'll come out with another one later on which will eliminate some of the older booster packs. And I did notice that with another product that you guys want to look out for, the Pikachu Zekrom Premium Collection Box, specifically from GameStop. The first set that came out actually had about 5, I believe it was 5 Evolving Skies booster packs as well as 5 Chilling Reign. But later on, they actually released another variation of that, which eliminated the Evolving Skies and only included the Brilliant Stars. I know this because I have the Evolving Skies version of it, and when I went into GameStop, they actually didn't have that version. They had the same box, but they had the ones that had the Brilliant Stars. So just look out for that. Anyways, focusing back on this one, similar concept. I think some of the variations may have had some Cosmic Eclipse, and then the others probably had just Sword and Shield era. Either or, honestly speaking, it has Evolving Skies. This is a way you can pick up some Sword and Shield era product without having to spend those very high prices for the booster boxes. Again, this is good for both investing and for opening. It's a decent price, and you can see it slowly starting to climb. Looking at some of the recent sales on this one, so again, you're looking at around $110 Canadian. I am situated in Canada, so I am using Canadian prices. You can do the math, it's about 1.3 to 1.4 in difference there. But again, $110, it's roughly about that price. That's what it's been selling for. Just look out for the shipping as well, because sometimes they'll be charging a little bit higher of a price here. Again, I've mentioned that in a few of my videos. This one is going for about $40. Actually, what am I saying? It's about $68. I read the other product that I was looking at earlier. So this one is be careful. Don't buy it from these kind of individuals. If you can find it in one of your local card shops, you might be able to make a deal with that one. So again, the RCS V Premium Collection Box, something to consider buying this month. The next product is the Ultra Premium Charizard Collection Box. Now this one topped out at around $165 and has trickled back down to around $138. So again, the reason why I'm talking about this one is similar to the V-Star box that we just looked at, the RCS one, where it's a bunch of, and I think all the packs from what I remember when I opened this one, are all Sword and Shield era, including Evolving Skies as well, and you're getting 16 booster packs. Again, another way to get Sword and Shield era product without paying those premium prices for the booster boxes. Again, this one is good for investors and for folks that are looking to open it. And again, the pack lineup is really nice. You had Evolving Skies, you have Fusion Strike, you have Brilliant Stars. Pretty much everything that I liked is in this box, including those beautiful Charizard promos that are also worth about $10 to $20 each. Again, beautiful packs, beautiful cards, great box. If you like Charizard, I mean, you can't go wrong with this one, right? Looking at the recent sales on this one, anywhere from the 170s to about $215, plus around $30 to $40 shipping. So this is where I got the $40 shipping from. Again, shipping is a little bit expensive here again, but the box is quite big if you think about it. So it's understandable that it will be a little bit more expensive. Good price, good for investors, good for those of you who want to open it, something you want to consider this month. Next up is the RCS V Ultra Premium Collection Box. And I know we mentioned that we were going to talk about this one today, and here it is now. So we've got 15 booster packs that come with this one, a little bit more than the first one less than the second box, going for around $140. This is a great buy right now because again, you're getting all Sword and Shield era booster packs with this one, and again, good for both investors and for those of you who are looking to open it. I remember when this box was actually going for about $80 Canadian, again Canadian, at GameStop, and I picked up a couple of them myself, and this was about, again, a year ago, so not right now obviously, but again, there was an opportunity back then, and I jumped on it. But again, still an opportunity here for both investors and for those of you who are looking to open it, it's a really nice box, actually really nice design, the way it looks. It's like something from Magic the Gathering rather than Pokemon, but again, it's really nice. And looking at some of the recent sales, again, anywhere from $130 to just under $200. Again, these are Canadian prices. So again, you can find yourself a bargain on some of these, something that you want to consider buying if you're looking for Sword and Shield era product. This is another one for that. Now we're going to get into a couple of booster boxes. The first one we're looking at is the Twilight Masquerade booster box. Again, there's a reason why I keep bringing this one up. I brought it up last month as well. This is a booster box that you really want to add to your collections. And the reason is because it has multiple heavy hitters from the Scarlet and Violet era. Kind of reminds you of Evolving Skies. Another thing I want to mention here is that the Evolving Skies set was one of the mid sets from the entire Sword and Shield era. It was set number 7. And Twilight Masquerade is actually one of the mid sets from the Scarlet and Violet era. It's set number 6. And if we look at the two of the sets, they have both the majority of the cards that are the most popular and the most expensive. So again, if you look at the top 10 from the Sword and Shield era, you're gonna probably find like 4 or 5 of the cards from Evolving Skies in that top 10 list. Similarly to what's happening here in the Scarlet and Violet series with Twilight Masquerade, if we look at the top 10 cards from the Scarlet and Violet era, you're going to see Greninja, you're going to see Carmen. Eevee's making its way up there too. I'm not sure if it's in the top 10, but it's probably sneaking its way in there. So again, you're already seeing quite a few cards making the top 10 list from all of the Scarlet and Violet era. So again, this is something that you want to consider buying. There's no point for me to go and look at what the recent sales are with this one, because honestly, you can pick this one up for MSRP. You can go to one of your shops, your local card shops, and get this for, again, for Canadian, you're looking at around $140, $150. US, you can probably get it a little bit cheaper. It's averaging around $125 right now. You can still get it from the Pokemon Center. This is a set that I really want people to focus on. I think you should invest, even if you buy a couple booster boxes and just throw it on the side, this is one that I would really consider. Last one I want to look at is Evolving Skies, the big boy. So this one was actually going for around $706 and had a bit of a market correction dip, whatever you want to call it, all the way down to about $620, $630, and has kind of made its way back up to around the $660 mark. So we had an opportunity actually just a few weeks back or a month ago where we could have actually bought this for a little bit cheaper if you could find it for that. I mean, most sellers probably would have just held on to it. But again, this is still something we want to consider because Evolving Skies is just aging more and more. And again, the cards have gone up in value. I mean, the booster box had a heavy jolt over the last 4 or 5 months. And again, if you have some extra money lying around, if you want to pick up 1 or 2 of these, why not? Price of this going to be in the future? I have no idea, but it does look like it has the ability to reach those $1,000, $1,500 US dollar mark. So again, something to consider adding to your collections. If you look at some of the recent sales on this one, you're looking at around $1,000 Canadian. So again, it makes sense, around $660, $700, which you can, once you convert it, it's about $1,000 Canadian. So it is right up there with the correct price. Again, if you're looking for it, this is an opportunity. It's expensive. Some people will disagree with me on this one, and I understand. But you know what? For future growth and for something that may double in price in the future, it's worth it. But make sure that when you are purchasing this booster box, that you're getting it from a reliable source, because there's a lot of scams going on out there with people changing the booster box packs with other packs or putting in fake ones or whatnot. Just really be cautious with that. I was watching a video with someone being at a card convention and they noted that they saw a Neo Destiny or Neo Revolution. I can't remember which one it was. And they called out that this box was tampered with. It doesn't have the original sealed packaging on it. And the guy's like, you know what? Let's crack it open and see what happens. The store owner actually, or the booth owner said that. And they actually cracked it open, and guess what? When they opened the box, they found maybe like 2 packs of Neo, and then there was like just bulk cards and maybe like a Darkness Ablaze or whatever, just to keep the heaviness of it. It was a big ripoff. So just be careful with those ones, specifically with Evolving Skies, because you don't know what's going on out there with people doing those scams. Again, this is another one that I would consider adding to my collection. So we've looked at the top 5 products we want to consider investing in for August 2024. For me, it looks like I would go with probably the RCs V collection, the Ultra Premium collection box, and Twilight Masquerade. Those are the 2 boxes that I'm considering investing in. I actually just bought 2 Twilight Masquerade booster boxes the night before this video. So again, I am interested in Twilight Masquerade, and I do believe that it's going to be the heavy hitter of, or one of the heavy hitters of the Scarlet and Violet era. The other products are great too. If you can pick up the Charizard, the Ultra Premium Charizard box for a decent price, I would go for it as well. And again, if you know a reliable source for the Evolving Skies booster box and you can get it for around $600 US, I'd do it. Anyways, folks, let me know in the comments section below if you'll be going for any of these products or if there are other products you're considering investing in for this month. And again, if you like this content, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe. My name's TRV, and we'll see you next time.